What's good, guys? I'm Jon the Chief, and for this video, it's gonna be on how to prepare for Fallout 76 Wastelanders, because it's coming out in 3 days. Okay, the 14th, it is right around the corner, but there's a lot of stuff that you should prepare before you get into this DLC, because if you don't, you might be held back by vanilla game content, and nobody wants to be playing that on the day 1 release of a brand new DLC. But before I begin, I do recommend playing this on a new character. They did talk about how when you are actually experiencing the vanilla game, now after Wastelanders is released, you'll be encountering NPCs throughout the main story. So the main story is gonna have some slight changes, and it might feel like there's some more immersion into the actual world, and it will be a lot more fun. So if you have the spare time, I would recommend actually playing through Wastelanders on a brand new character, so that way you can experience a more finished product of the game. But if you have a super high level character and a bunch of them, and you really just want to see all the new toys that they give you, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to have accomplished in order to abuse the hell out of it. So let's begin. First off, you're gonna want to finish off all the main quests. The more you have done, the better. You want to see this whole entire list completely blank, because these will stop you at certain checkpoints apparently, and you do not want that to be holding you back from completing the DLC. So if you complete all the main quests, you should be good to go. Next up, you want to be past level 20. Now, I know that sounds a little bit silly because I said don't do it on a new character, but there might be some of you who haven't played this game that much, and you might only be between level 10 and 15, I don't know. And I recommend getting to level 20 because it was released by IGN that there were certain areas where they said, hey, you have to be at least level 20 to continue. Next off, I recommend gathering as much legendary script and caps as possible, because they actually said that there's gonna be new armors and weapons. Odds are you are gonna need legendary script for it, whether it's gonna be a way to get the legendary versions from the purveyor, or like the Vault 94 armor, it might be using legendary modules. So having 1,000 legendary script in the bag is going to be extremely helpful for acquiring the brand new weapons. Caps are for any vendors that are out there, because with this DLC there's going to be new vendors which will be taking caps. Odds are you'll be able to buy some schematics, some new plans from them at each of the locations. So I recommend getting to max caps and legendary script as fast as possible. Next up, I recommend doing Vault 94. If you haven't already, try and get the armors from there, the schematics, the Vault 94 steel, because they announced with this DLC, they are closing down the vault. But the content, all the rewards, are gonna be available through the DLC as another means. So you'll probably be using the endgame currency that you get at the very end of the DLC in order to buy these schematics for the Vault 94 armor. But wouldn't it be easier to just do the Vault 94 while we already have it, get some of the steel, and then you can craft it when you are done? It would be really annoying in order to grind out through farming all this endgame currency in order to get the Vault 94 armors, when right now, for the next 3 days, is the easiest of all 3 Vault 94 raids. Right now, it is just dead in the water, so you will have an easy time cruising through this. This is the easiest one to solo on the easy difficulty and the normal difficulty. If you are playing on the hardest one for it, it is going to be a little bit more challenging, but the normal one, I can solo it with almost 10 minutes left over, so I recommend actually playing through that and getting some Vault 94 steel and some Vault 94 schematics, because you do not want to be spending that currency on it in Wastelanders. And lastly, there's gonna be some speech checks that you need to go through when you're playing through this DLC. And if you want to get the extra rewards, I recommend getting a bunch of unyielding armor, or just armor in general that increases your special stats, and also a lot of the chems like XLs, mentats, buff outs that increase your stats enough so that way you can meet all the speech checks. it'll be really unfortunate if there was like a super cool item that you could not get because you did not meet the speech check from one of the NPCs. Maybe they give you a bonus unique weapon at the end of one of the quests if you meet like a huge speech check. So I recommend getting a bunch of these chems and armor so that way you can meet all the requirements. And that is gonna be the best way I can advise you on how to prepare for this DLC. There's gonna be a lot of brand new content coming out, but if you do all these things, you're gonna be set for whatever they throw at you. And also, there is a lot of information that we do not have completely confirmed so far from Bethesda on the new DLC, so that is all I can tell you that is 100% certain that you should be doing before it comes out, because everything else is right now in the dark. We're not allowed to disclose anything. Anyways, hope all of you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and have a good day.